Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you are watching this. Thanks again for tuning in for another episode of Saturdays with Sin. And I'm your girl, Sinquetta. Okay, so we're about to get into this live. I decided to do this live in particular because I definitely want you guys to be aware of what to expect when you are writing your book. So that's why I decided to name this one Three Things I Didn't Know What Happened to Me, before writing my book that I wish I would know, just to help you guys out. Hey, made herself a boss. Yes, when you're coming in, just say hi. Let me know where you're watching this from. Actually, no, ops may be watching. Don't tell me where you're watching from. Just drop something in the comments, just saying, hey, that's nice and easy. Say, hey, we in here, okay? So again, we are going to be talking about 3 things I wish I would have knew before writing my book. Now, before we get into all that good stuff, all that jazz, I'm going to do my little intro thing. So I want you guys to sit back, relax, and let your conscience be free. And we will tune and get it started right after this.
Medicine, Quebec, man, the girl was heaven sent. Medicine, Quebec, man, the girl was heaven sent.
Thanks again. Thanks for coming back. I had to do my little intro. That thing calls, so y'all gonna see it every time, every live, okay? So get used to it, all right? But again, my name is Sinquetta, and even though it looks like it's Sinquetta, it's pronounced Sinquetta. Sinquetta with an E, not with an A. Yay, me! But no, seriously, thanks again for joining me for this another episode of Sinquetta Saturdays with Sin. And again, like I said, we'll be talking about 3 things I wish I would have known before writing my book. So a little bit about me before, we get real into it real quick. I am a reset coach. And what that means is that I help women especially reset after setback. And that's why I wrote this book, The Master Reset, a girl's ultimate guide to clearing out space from her spiritual hard drive. And this is what this live is sponsored by as well. So pick up the book on Amazon right here, yes. And also the digital version of He Is Not the Prize, You Are, How to Flip the Script, Regain Your Power, and Live Life on Your Terms is also available on Amazon. But just the digital version. As you can see, that's why I'm doing these lives as well. You know what I mean? I got to mentally prepare myself to finish updating that book and also working on my 3rd book. So, we in this together. Hey, My Mama Wellness. Hey. So, yes. So, let me go ahead and get started. Now, let me tell you. Hey, Lights on Empowerment. So, we're just getting started. Came on at a really, really good time. So, the one thing I wish I knew before writing my book, or actually the mindset that I wish I had going into it is, okay, this project, this labor of love, whatever reason why you're writing your book is, whatever reason you're writing your book for, is going to take a lot out of you. Yes, for some reason I thought writing the book would be pretty easy. We went to school, we had to write essays in high school, college, whatever it may be. So how hard could it be really writing the book? Extremely hard, okay? It is up there with, I want to say, with me getting my graduate degree, getting the master's degree, because it takes a lot out of you. It's almost like writing an essay for school, but times 10 on steroids kind of thing. So that's the thing I want y'all to mentally prepare yourself, okay? It's not easy because again, so many people start writing their books, but they never complete it. That's how come, it's one of those things. It is going to take a lot out of you, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of endurance. Don't sound like I'm talking about a marriage. When you hear people say how they got together for 50 years and they're celebrating their 50-year anniversary. These are the same things they talk about. And that's true. It's almost like being committed to yourself. You know what I mean? So many times we quit on ourselves, okay, I'll start to diet tomorrow. I'll go back to school. But you know what I mean? Life gets in the way. So you're going to have to realize, you're going to have to stay committed to this thing and see it all the way through. And like I said, it takes a lot out of you. I realized that you'll be dealing with imposter syndrome as well. Sometimes you're like, am I qualified to write a book? I'm not J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. If you're interested in writing not fiction books and things like that, I'm not, what's that man name that be on all the commercials. Robbins. I'm not Tony Robbins. Like, can I really write a self-help book? But yes, you can. No matter what genre you want to write in, no matter like what you think, like finances, it doesn't matter. As long as you have experience and you feel like you can teach somebody or entertain somebody, you have a message to share, then you're qualified to write a book. And don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Don't discount your experiences and the things that you learned along the way. Okay, keep that in mind. All right. So let go imposter syndrome, but write your book. Okay. And I also realized like writing a book helped me realize like it gave me another respect of artists, people that create products or actually entertain us, that we watch on TV, things like that, like artists, musical artists, because it's like when you create something or you do something in the world, it's another extension of yourself. So you're putting yourself out there to be judged. You're putting yourself out there to be criticized, That's how come now I get it. I understand parents where they be ready to nuck if you buck when it comes down to your children. No, you're not going to talk about my child because it's like a part of the parent, and that's how you're going to feel when you're writing your book. You just realize like, okay, I may not want to criticize this person out in Hollywood or this and that because they had the faith, the confidence, the boldness to actually create something and put it out there to be judged. We already judge enough as it is, you know what I mean? You living daily. So to actually create something, to actually do something and put it out there, it's like a whole nother level, okay? And I totally get, remember Erykah Badu, the live version of Tyrone? And she was just like, keep in mind I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff. I get it now. I understand. Because, you do be sensitive about the stuff that you create. Like, it's really real. So keep that in mind when you're about to write your books. You can do all things in Christ. Absolutely. Lights on Empowerment said it perfectly. That's something I should add to. Make sure you have Christ with you when you're writing your book, okay? Because it's going to be so many times you're going to throw in the towel, so many times you don't feel like it. Like I said, you feel like I'm not qualified to write. But nevertheless, you have to dust yourself off and try again. Get back in the game. You a Hollywood diva, ain't you? Sorry, I be watching like a lot of TV. You remember Hollywood Divas with Countess Vaughn and Golden Brooks and what's my girl name? Oh my gosh. The one that did Penny Proud voice. That's my girl too. I got it from her. Come on. You an R&B, but a Hollywood diva. You got to get back in the game, even when you don't feel like it. So, the second thing I wish I would have knew before writing my book is, look now, if you are like in your lawyer bag, if you argue, if you feel like you gotta get the last word, or that's probably just me, I realize when I'm writing my book or when I'm in like creation mode, I have no energy for clapping back. People may be in your face telling you 911, drop everything, Craig's in trouble, and you'll just be like, okay, you know what I mean? Because you're already putting so much of yourself in your book, writing, researching, and the statistics and facts that you don't even have the energy for anything else, okay? So just be aware of that. Somebody probably would disrespect you to your face and just like, I don't have the energy. I'm not going back and forth with you, Then Lil Duval say that? Yeah. So that's what's going to happen when you're writing your book. That's how you know you in your zone, when you really in your writing bag, is when you don't have the energy for really nothing else. And I was surprised. Like I said, I didn't have that little argument. Like, I didn't want the last word or just like, whatever. See, I should write more, shouldn't I? But God is working on me with that, okay? So, that's one thing that I wanted to say. Yes, you're not going to have the energy to go back and forth. It reminds me in like, okay, when you're really creating, you're really building something, this goes outside of just writing the book. When you're like focused on achieving a goal, you kind of feel like, the man in the Bible that was building up the wall, and then people were like trying to tell him stuff. And he's like, no, I'm doing some work for the Lord. That is where your focus is going to be. Okay. Once you really in your writing zone. So be aware of that, because I wasn't expecting it. I thought I could do both. Remember, that meme, get you a girl that can do both. So I thought I could do both. I thought I could clap back, let you know, give you a piece of my mind, and write my book. But no, you can't. The book is going to take a lot out of you, like I said in the beginning. And the third thing that you'll like come across when writing your book that I wish I would have knew going before is that you will never feel like your book is 100% ready or 100% done. Or for most people may feel that way. You'll be like, did I miss a comma? I need a comma here. Let me go back and re-edit this thing. Oh, the indentation is wrong. Let me go back and re-edit this thing. And then you'll never hit publish. You'll never put your stuff out there. So just know you may feel like, oh dang, did I write enough? Should I take this out? Should I move this? You'll always feel that way, but push through that feeling and just produce it. You know what I mean? Get it to a point where you're proud of, like, okay, this is good. I like this. And even when you feel like you like it, when you get it, you look at it, be like, should have changed this, should have changed that. Just know that is normal, okay? But kind of fight through that urge and just kind of start working on your next book or your next project, okay? Because like I said, you'll never feel like it's 100% perfect, because it's your work. It's your book baby, so you want to make sure it's nice and cute and pretty and everything is right all the time, but you just may not, like, you still may feel like, dang, I could do more. So hey, Georgie, hey. So yes, we just wrapped up the 3 things I wish I would have knew. 3 things I wish I knew before writing my book. And the first way is that it's going to take a lot out of you. It's like that. Yeah, you won't have like a lot of energy for nothing else. Yes, it is an extension of you. It's your book baby. It's your child, like, in a way. Like, this is my kid, You also feel like, I don't know, when I first hit publish, you feel like that anxiety, like, oh my gosh, people are going to be talking about this. Like, as a self-published author, like, ain't nobody really like checking for your book like that. But nevertheless, they really may. But still, you'll probably get like few sales, but you feel like you about to get like 1 million sales and the whole world is about to judge you. So it gives you that anxiety a little bit. But nevertheless, just know that you could do it, okay? And just produce, okay? So yes, writing your book is going to take a lot out of you. Your clapback energy is going to be low, probably non-existent, and also you'll never feel like your work is 100% ready or perfect. But nevertheless, that's okay. If you feel these things while you're writing your book and going through the process, it's totally normal. You're okay. I'm with you. You're with me. I've been there. But keep going until you have a published and finished product, okay? So I wanted to say that, and I also wanted to talk about this. How to market your self-published book. That is a question that I received in my DMs. It goes down in the DMs. Yep. But I just wanted to talk about this a little bit as well. So last week we talked about, in my opinion, from my perspective, you being a self-published author is the same thing as like an up-and-coming rapper, okay? You got to put your feet to the ground and make it do what it do. You're going to have to tell people about your book, whether you get on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever your social media preference is, but you got to be the hype one. You have to kind of tell people, extra, read all about it. I have this book. These are the benefits. This is what you're going to get from it. You're the spokesperson. Just like the up and coming rapper, he'd be flying up his mixtapes and stuff like that, putting on the car and his flyers. You're going to kind of be that way. Now, of course, you can smooth it out, make it, make it your own. But I just want you to know, like, it is all on you versus going the traditional publishing way. Like, they have a budget for your marketing and stuff like that. So they're going to make sure that it gets out to the people that it needs to get out to. But when you self-publish, it is on you. So one tip that I think would be helpful, which I didn't do the first time around, is to, and it depends on your level. Like, I just wanted to write my book and be held accountable to myself. Like, I didn't really want a lot of people to know because I didn't want a lot of people to discourage me. But now that I done wrote a book and another one, and I'm about to write another one, it's okay because I know I'm gonna make it do what it do. It's gonna get out. I'm gonna hit publish, and that's just that. But initially, I kept it to myself. But one thing I feel like to help with marketing is to talk about your book as soon as you think about writing it. As you're writing it. maybe engage your audience, the current audience that you do have. When you have like when you're working on editing, when you're working on, like, make a post about that, like, hey y'all, I'm editing my book almost to the finish line. Kind of like let your audience know what you're doing. That way they feel like they're on a journey with you. They're just like, oh, that's cool. And then I know one thing that I did for this book was I had reached out to like a few different artists on Fiverr for the book cover, and then I just asked. I did a poll on my Instagram, like, which cover do you like better, this one or this one? And I got like engagement from that. So that actually helps with the hype. It helps people feel like, oh, okay, they see what you're doing. They'll be excited for when your book actually drops, because they've seen you work it along the way. So just think about little things like that. Like, okay, how can I engage my audience now so they can feel like they're a part of my journey? People love that kind of stuff. They like seeing people start from the bottom and they hear. Not all the time, but some of the time. Some people are like that. They like, to see people's journey because it also inspires them. I watch a lot of that kind of stuff, transformations and things like that, because it's like, okay, I see that they started here. That's kind of where I'm starting. And now they're here. So that's one way to like kind of help with engagement and marketing going forward, because that's the thing. Like, I don't want you guys to think that once you hit publish, that's it. No, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. You're gonna have to, okay, this helps if you can find podcasts to kind of speak on. Maybe finding people that are aligned to the same mission as you, and then, ask to be a special guest. That's one way of marketing. You'll be able to talk about your book, shameless plug, put that in there kind of thing. So, but nevertheless, I just want to say, like, it's on you. You can be as creative as you want to be. All right. No idea is a bad idea. I feel like just kind of throw ideas out there, things, just try things and then see what's going to stick. But nevertheless, I just want to let you guys know it's all on you when it comes to marketing your self-published book. Okay. Come up with a master plan. Come up with a master plan. You will be successful. Okay. Yeah. And those are my few tips. That's what I wanted to let you guys know. Let me know if you have any other questions. And again, I'm trying to get a few of us together to go through a book writing challenge. If you are watching this on YouTube, you guys, I put the link to join, if you're interested in joining, in the description. It's a free download. Even if you don't join, I feel like you'll find it very helpful. It's motivation to get you started writing your book. And I'm going to do it on I'll do a story on Instagram with the link. So you guys on Instagram, if you're interested, you can join as well. In Twitter, I'll make a tweet. I've probably been tweeting about it all this week, but I'll make another tweet just in case you're watching this for the first time. But other than that, thank you again, guys, for joining me. I will be back on Tuesday. What's Tuesday? The 15th. I don't know. That's tentative. I have like some work to do that day, so I'm not 100% sure if I can do it on Tuesday, but maybe Wednesday I'll try to come. Hey, Scriptures of Daily Living. Thanks for joining. We are just wrapping up the 3 things I wish I would have knew before writing a book. And since you're just coming in, I'll give you the rundown really, really quick. I wish I would have knew that you'll never feel 100% ready, or that your work is perfect. I don't think any author feels that way, but I feel like the trick is to get it to maybe 99% perfect or 98% perfect and hit publish and keep it moving. Okay. Now you're on to your next thing. The second thing I wish I would have knew is that your energy is going to be low, like, because you're writing all your thoughts out, everything that you feel, everything that you want the reader to know, yes. And it goes into my last point. Writing your book is going to take a lot out of you. So be prepared. I don't want to scare you guys. I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, well, I got a lot of other stuff going on, so let me put off writing my book. No, that's why I'm mentally preparing you. It's going to happen, but still write your book. Do a little 1 page a day or something. Work it out. We talked about having a book writing schedule. Just incorporate your book writing schedule with your daily life. And it could be a paragraph. But all I want y'all to do is write. Because we're going to get y'all to the published part. A lot of people start and stop, start and stop. No, full force, pedal to the metal, all this year, 2022. No more games. All gas, no brakes. Yes, that's what I want to say. Yay me. All right. So thanks again for joining me. I will post when I will be back again. I'm gonna try to do another live during the week. But yes, thanks again for joining me, guys, for another edition of Saturdays with Sin. I hope you enjoyed. Please do not forget to write a comment, like this video if you're on YouTube, share it with a friend. Facebook, you guys too, as well. Send it to somebody you feel like will need it. And then I will be back again soon. Bye. Bye, Instagram. Thanks for joining me. And we will talk again soon.